Today on TNT Big Show, it is time to talk about that Ocarina of Time Switch 2 remake. All today on TNT Big Show. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is me, Michelle Tackett.
And this is Sean.
Welcome to TNT Big Show, and let's get right to it. Well, at the Nintendo Direct, which was pretty much a summer game E3, whatever you want to call it, Direct, Nintendo came out swinging and had some big announcements. But of course, the big one was The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Remake. This is not going to be a simple remaster. This is going to be a built from the ground up remake, and Aonuma has teased us. Like when you read Game Informer, the old interview with him in there, he has talked about wanting to remake the game because he didn't really think it was that great. And I know that sounds like blasphemous to some people, but
I actually agreed with him.
Sean does. He's liked other Zelda games that he's done better.
Yeah.
And now maybe he gets the chance to make the game that he's always wanted, you know? And he'll be happy with it. And I got news for everybody. People are acting like every video game under existence is running for cover from Grand Theft Auto. This game got 115 million views in 3 days across various platforms, according to Level Up, which covers these analytic things. The Ocarina of Time trailer did. If you think The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Remake is scared of Grand Theft Auto 6, I got a bridge to sell you.
And don't forget about Pokemon Winds and Waves.
Well, they're coming out in 2027 though.
Grand Theft Auto may too. Don't be for sure. You never know.
Yeah, but as of right now, it's still coming out in November of 2026 right now. We'll see, but Ocarina of Time does not need to be scared of Grand Theft Auto.
No,
This is The Legend of Zelda, after all. I'm not saying that Grand Theft Auto 6 has got to be scared of Zelda. No. My thing is, both of these franchises are so big that they can both have their own audience and be successful. Wow, imagine that. I think the reason you didn't see any footage of the game, well, okay, you got to see Link and that.
Link, sleeping position.
Yeah. There's going to be a 40th anniversary Zelda Direct, and you will see footage of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Remake. I think we'll finally get the remasters of Wind Waker and Twilight Princess coming in 2027.
Yeah.
And then at the end of this Direct, they'll talk to Aonuma, will send it off to Miyamoto, and then Miyamoto will introduce The Legend of Zelda movie trailer.
Yeah.
I think all of that will happen in one Direct because Nintendo wants you to get hyped up for the Ocarina of Time remake. Plus, they also want you to get hyped up about the movie. And to do it in one Direct about Zelda's 40th anniversary, that's a win-win right there.
And I will make this prediction. I think you're going to see, because, you know, it's a Zelda 40th anniversary, I think you're going to see on the Nintendo 64 Wind Waker come to the online expansion, or GameCube, or whatever.
Oh, it's already there.
It is?
Yeah, it's already, it was one of the first games. You may mean the Twilight Princess. Yeah, I think Twilight Princess will come to the GameCube as well.
Yeah.
You gotta remember, people are like, well, wasn't that on the Wii? It was also on the GameCube. You gotta remember, Twilight Princess was a GameCube game as well as a Wii game. So, I think there will be a Zelda Direct. I think it'll be in the middle of August. It'll be 20 minutes, and it'll mostly be hosted by Aonuma, and he'll do most of the talking, but then Miyamoto will show up to floor everybody with The Legend of Zelda movie trailer. And that's another thing that will help Ocarina of Time, the remake, will be the movie. Because from what I've heard, people who have seen stock footage or whatever early footage of the Zelda movie said that it looks just absolutely beautiful. Just looks absolutely mind-blowing. And I could see that. Some people have described it as a live-action Miyazaki movie with that kind of rich, beautiful, forest-like atmosphere.
For those who don't know who that is, tell them the show.
Yeah, the legendary Ghibli artist, Mr. Miyazaki, who has done Kiki's Delivery Service, Ponyo.
Very, very famous Japanese anime movies. You need to check them out. I've never seen them.
Yep, Spirited Away, Princess Mononoke, Howl's Moving Castle. All of those incredible movies were done by one genius. You know, so that's what a lot of people are comparing this to. I can't wait to see the trailer, and you know, because like I said, the filming for it wrapped up in March, I think, March or April. So there's been months done post-filming editing going on, adding in effects, making scenes look a certain way. So I can't wait to see that. Do I think it'll be a direct one-to-one? No. I think, John and I were watching a video earlier, there was a lot of stuff cut from the original Ocarina of Time. And I think this is going to be Anuma's best chance to put it back in. Missing towns, missing characters, enemies, puzzles, dungeons. A lot of that stuff just got cut because it would have taken too much memory. And The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time was 256 megabytes at the time, which at the time that was huge for a cartridge, you know. So I think there's going to be extra content, new quality of life improvements. I think they're going to make it easier to change weapons and armor and clothing. You're going to be able to change up different abilities and stuff on the fly, you know, like you can do in newer Zelda games and stuff. They may put in cooking food from the Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom.
That would be cool.
Yeah. I mean, and for a lot of Zelda fans who did not like the lack of dungeons in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, well, in Ocarina of Time, there were dungeons, and you will get that this time.
Real quick, before I forget, I want to go back to the movie real quick. Start licking your chops, critics. Go ahead and bomb the hell out of the Zelda movie, because it'll be 3 for 3. Mario Brothers, Mario Galaxy both made over $1 billion. Your lousy, crappy, biased words didn't do anything. They both made over $1 billion, and I guarantee the Zelda movie will too, like it or not.
I think a lot of critics already have their minds made up, and I think that is a problem. I do. You know, it's the same way with video games. Look at how many critics were not going to give Yoshi and the Mysterious Book a chance.
Or
Metroid Prime 4.
Or Mario Wonder in Bella Park.
Yeah.
The list goes on.
Yeah. You know, like, they had their mind made up before they even played it.
Well.
And that's just like movies nowadays. I mean, there are people, when I heard them criticize the He movie, they were just like, I could just tell that I was not going to like this because of the trailer. And I was just sitting there like, you know, that's a long ways off. The great Gene Siskel, when he looked at Roger Ebert and would say, you know, Roger, I hope I like this movie.
Yeah, when they go to the theater, they're like, I hope I like this movie.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's a whole different ball of wax.
Well, I know. I just had to bring that up.
Yeah, I know. But anyway, will the Ganondorf fight be the same? I don't think it will. I think it'll be similar, but I think they'll be different. I think it'll be a little more challenging. What about the graphics? Well, that one scene, it looked absolutely stunning. This might be the game that really shows what the Switch 2 can do.
But of course, I know what's going to happen. Zelda Ocarina of Time. It's great. It's fantastic. Nintendo Life. Ollie and Alex especially. Oh, Navi's back. I want to kill them. A 6.5 out of 10. You know that's going to happen. Hey, over here. You know that's going to happen.
Yeah, they won't fix that, which is the one thing people wanted them to fix. Would be not like, hey, listen, you know, and...
Yeah, you know people are going to take off for that. You just know they are.
It'll be kind of funny if they still do it. I mean...
It'd be tragic, Michelle, if they give it a low score because of that.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying it'd be kind of funny if they still did that, though, you know, like, we fixed everything else that you complained about, but not this. That is actually a good, serious question. What are they going to do with Navi? You know, like, are they going to, like, still give him, are they going to let Navi ease up some so that way people won't complain? Because even the Powerpuff Girls cartoon made fun of Navi.
Yeah.
From Ocarina of Time when the mayor tried playing Ocarina of Time, you know, that's how, a lot of you don't realize, some of you were too young or something, just how big that game was when it came out.
And believe it or not, they hated the Navi little fairy so much, a lot of critics equaled it to Baby Mario crying in Yoshi Island.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, that's so pathetically sad. But I think they'll do what they did with the flower, talking flower in Mario Wonder and turn it off.
They'll probably do that.
Yeah.
I just think that this game is going to be spectacular, and I can't wait to see what they do with it. Nintendo knew. Like, Wind Waker, awesome. Majora's Mask, awesome. But Ocarina of Time is one of those games that even non-casual and non-fans know what it is because of how highly it's rated. And that's another thing. I know Sean and I but the video game critics know better than to trash this game.
We'll see.
No, I don't think they want to risk their cover being blown. They do want to give the illusion.
Well, they'll have to prove it to me.
No, I don't blame you for being skeptical, but I don't think it'll get a 99 like the original, but I can see it getting a 95 or a 96, something like that.
I'll say an 88.
Nothing would surprise me anymore. I mean, I'm still going to stick to a 95 or 96, because Donkey Kong got a 91. Bonanza.
Name another Nintendo game on the Switch 2 that has got a 90 since then.
I know, but this is Ocarina of Time.
The reason they're doing this, I don't even think they'll give saving grace to Ocarina of Time. They want a 3D Mario. And they're just trashing every Nintendo game because of it.
Well, like Sean and I always say, Nintendo will show them a 3D Mario when they're good and ready. To be honest, I think you'll probably see it at the February 2027 Direct. Could be wrong, but,
If they have a Direct, because they didn't have a February Direct this year.
That's true. Who knows? I mean, with Nintendo, the one thing about, to quote the great Steve Borden Sting, the one thing that's for sure about Nintendo is nothing's for sure. Well, yeah, we'll see what happens. And another thing people need to remember, a whole generation of gamers knew about Ocarina of Time, but they didn't get to play it because they never had a 64. They had a PlayStation. So now, with Nintendo being the big thing again, and the Switch 2 selling, yeah, I know, even the price increase.
Well, didn't they have the Switch 2 on the online,
But I'm just saying, that the Switch 1 and now the Switch 2, millions of people who have never played this game are going to get a chance to play it now.
You never owned a Switch and had the online.
Well, yeah, that'll be exciting for them. Overall, I think it's going to be a huge seller for the holidays. Huge.
It will.
I could see it selling 6 to 8 million units during the holidays. Yeah, I mean, we know Grand Theft Auto 6 will probably be the big one, because it's going to be on PC, PlayStation, all them, But do not count this game out. This is Zelda, after all. The only franchises bigger than Zelda on Nintendo are Animal Crossing, Pokemon, and Mario, and that's it.
Oh, Mario Kart.
But you know what I mean, Mario, Mario Kart, Mario, But yeah, I know what you mean, but it's just, Mario, Pokemon, and Animal Crossing. Those are really the only three. What about Smash Brothers? Link's and Smash Brothers, okay? But, those are really the only three franchises bigger than Zelda. And I think if the graphics really are that gorgeous and it has enough quality of life improvements, enough new content and stuff, I think it's going to be a huge success. And it will move systems beyond belief.
Yeah, but like I said, then again, folks, if I'm wrong, I'm an adult enough to admit it. But Pokopia almost had a 90, didn't it, Michelle? Yeah, what kept happening? 88, 90, and then 88. I guarantee you the same thing will happen to Ocarina of Time. Someone out there will give it a 50 or a 40. I don't know who, but it could be Nintendo Live, but I don't know. I guarantee you someone will knock it out from getting a 90.
I seriously doubt that.
We'll see, won't we?
Yeah, we will. And you know what? Nothing would surprise me, but I have my doubts. I think this is going to be a highly rated game. It and Grand Theft Auto 6 both. Hey, you could be right. I don't know. Because Pokopia should have finished with over a 90.
It should have.
Yeah.
It should have. But they were making damn sure it wouldn't.
And if they do it with Zelda, then you all really will know just how biased the video game media really is.
Yeah. Because they won't want Ocarina of Time, especially if Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out this year. They don't want it winning Game of the Year over that. And that ain't gonna happen.
Sean knows them all too well.
Well,
This is me, Michelle Lantackett.
and this is Sean.
Have a good one. Thank you for staying to the end of the video and watching it. If you like all of our videos, note to join our other social medias like TikTok, Discord, Reddit, Instagram, Thread, X, and our WordPress blog. You can also support us by joining Patreon for as little as $1 a month, where you will get exclusive content, uncut videos, behind the scenes, watch that trailer, Jack's joke of the week, and my sports input. If you join the $25 tier, I will send you an autographed copy of The Buzzies for free. If you love horror movies and independent content, we're a great place to come and visit because we love supporting other independent creators and stuff. When you support us, you're supporting people who do all of this by ourselves. Me, Michelle, I'm the editor, I'm the director of the videos, I'm the producer, Sean's the executive producer and content creator. So thank you everybody, and please look into supporting our Patreon, as it really does help out. Just $1 a month. Thank you and have a wonderful day.